Hi again. It didn't take me long before I got another question. This time the question came from a driver by the name of Steve, who works in the Peoria area. He basically wants to know, is it worth it for him to go through and sign up to do Uber Eats? Uber Eats just started about a week ago. I really can't answer that question. So I thought the best thing I could do is set up a little test. What I'm planning on doing today, right now, it's Wednesday, middle of the week. It's about 10 minutes to 5, and I'm 2 miles north of Peoria. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the app on, restrict it to delivery only, and see what happens. My goal is spend a couple hours in Peoria, see if I could generate enough at this time frame that it would be worth it. So as you see on the app, it clearly shows I am only going to do deliveries. That way I want this to be as fair as possible, and I don't want anyone coming back saying, oh no, it was rigged, it never happened. I finally made it into Peoria to a spot right in the middle of a lot of the restaurant areas that are participating in Uber Eats in the Peoria area. So I figured this would be a good spot to test out the theory. Quarter after 5, and I got my first pickup at Harold's Chicken Shack on Main Street in Peoria. By the looks of it, what I picked up was an order of wings, and it's going to a person in East Peoria about 10 minutes away. It was a nice, easy end to that. The person was waiting right next to the street when I pulled up. Pulled up, opened the door, she basically walked right over to me, opened the bag, away she went. It wasn't a big tip, but yeah, I got a couple bucks, which that adds to it every time. So, time to get out of here and head back towards Peoria so I can be more closer into the area where the restaurants are. I just got my second delivery request, and it is, again, right back to Harold Chicken Shack up on Main Street. Delivery is going about 12 minutes away to Peoria Heights, so not too bad. Also note, when I picked this one up, the order was ready, probably because they had plenty of time because I was 9 minutes away. The first order, I had to wait a couple minutes, and I believe that's because I was so close, they didn't have time to get it food made. That stop, I actually had to walk up to the door. It's no big deal. I pulled up in the driveway, walked up to the door, and it wasn't bad. Again, I was given a nice little tip. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's still worth doing. I mean, so all I can say is after basically 1 hour, I did 2 trips. Will it get busier? Will not. I've only had in that 1 hour maybe 15 minutes of not doing anything. So yeah, the deliveries are kind of spread out. Since I really didn't plan doing a video today, I only brought one battery on my other camera, so I'm going to switch over for a while now to using my dash cam. So if you do notice quality difference, and that's what it is. 2 different cameras, 2 different things. Double order of mozzarella sticks, so it was only 3-4 minutes. Get the order. This trip was a lot closer. Again, it was only like 3 minutes away, but this one I actually had to walk farther. I had to take it to the 3rd floor of an apartment building. So yeah, there's a little more time and effort involved in this one, but I was given a very nice tip. Got the 4th one done, and on the way to the 4th one, I get pinged for my 5th one at Steak and Fries, again up in Campus Town. This one again was another apartment one, which he actually came down for this one. I just had to walk around the building. The numbering system on this one's way off, but he did send a message telling how to get to the exact building, so it was pretty good, easy to go. Pickup was at Steak and Fries, and I was about 3 minutes away, but this had a complication. The app, for some reason, would not allow me to acknowledge the pickup. I drove around it. It took almost 10 minutes for it to finally say, yeah, you're here, go ahead and do it. So now I'm off to deliver the food. Finally, the person ordered actually called Steak and Fries while I was there, and we got it all good, heading to him. He's about 8 minutes away. Fifth trip. It is exactly, by the clock now, 3 hours. So I can say in the Peoria area on a Wednesday evening between 5 and 8, you will get about 5 trips, just under 2 an hour. And it was fairly steady. I may have had a total of 45 minutes in that time where I didn't do anything, because right in that 6:30, 7 o'clock range, I had some downtime. But it is what it is. So, Steve, I hope this helps to answer your question. I can say out of the 5 trips, 3 people tipped, 1 tipped well. I had 2 trips in an apartment building. The rest were to residents. The 5th trip, there was a huge glitch with the app. I really hope I never have that again, because it did delay the whole thing by about 10 minutes. So hopefully this answers your questions.